The American Police Force showed up in Hardin yesterday, driving vehicles with Hardin Police written on them. As Color 8's Nick Law reports, it created quite a stir, especially because Hardin doesn't have a city police department.
This was the talk of the town in Hardin on Thursday. Mercedes decked out in the City of Hardin Police Department decals and driven by American Police Force members. Two Rivers Authority officials say having APF patrol the streets was never part of their agenda.
You know, I have no idea. I really don't, because that's not anything that's been in the discussions that I've had with any of them.
As it stands now, the Bighorn County Sheriff's Department is contracted to patrol the city, and APF has no jurisdiction. If that was changed, Peterson claims it would have to go through the city council. As for the jail contract with APF, both sides are yet to agree on a deal, as bondholders rejected it again on Thursday morning.
No, it's a complicated issue. There's a lot of tax laws that they're working through, and we're just hoping now. We thought we were going to get it by Tuesday night. We're hoping now we can get it by Friday night.
And Two Rivers Authority officials say the contract only deals with the detention facility and the training center. There's no mention of a homeless shelter, animal shelter, or any other services for the area.
Well, you know, that was never in the contract to begin with. I think it was just kind of on a wish list of what Captain Michael wanted to do here.
American Police Force officials plan on staying in the Hardin area for the next month.
And that was Color 8's Nick Law reporting. The exact details of the contract talks between Two Rivers Authority and American Police Force. A spokesperson for the security firm that's cut a deal to house prisoners at Hardin Jail says filling the jail is not its main objective. Color 8's Sarah Gravely has the details.
The jail in Hardin has been empty for about 2 years, but on September 4th, officials with the Two Rivers Authority Economic Development Agency signed a contract with a private police firm called the American Police Force. The contract will fill the jail.
I think it's a great situation. I have found these people to be absolutely wonderful community partners.
The company's website states the U.S. government is their biggest client, but an Associated Press search of 2 comprehensive federal government contractor databases turns up no record of American Police Force. Several media agencies have also identified inconsistencies with the company. For instance, their website states that they have years of experience, but a company spokesman says the corporation was just formed in February. They also list an address to a building in Washington, D.C., but no one at that address has ever heard of them. Two Rivers officials say that doesn't bother them.
At this point, that does not concern me. I've been in contact with enough members of the APF and their representatives.
A spokesman for American Police Force, Captain Michael, who would not give a last name, says they have never had experience housing prisoners in a jail, and that was not their biggest attraction to Hardin.
We didn't really want to get in the prison business, but we were actually interested more in training center.
While he can't specify exactly what they will be training for, the company says it investigates everything from missing persons to insurance fraud to cheating spouses. Al Peterson with Two Rivers Authority says they're excited to have a military presence in a town without a police force. APF has already put down what Captain Michael calls a substantial amount of money. They'll be in town next week to start filling about 250 positions, 80% of which will be hired locally.
We will bring City of Hardin back on their feet.
Reporting in Billings, Sarah Gravely, Color 8 News.
Two Rivers Authority officials will present the information at a city council meeting in Hardin tonight at 7:30. However, they have already signed a contract and do not
continue with bondholders. Representatives from California security firm American Police Force speak on the camera for the first time, explaining their plans for the vacant Hardin jail. Color 8's Nick Law reports.
We believe in this community or we wouldn't be here.
With a $27 million vacant jail as the backdrop, APF offered little new information on their plan to operate the Two Rivers Detention Center. The newest development was the naming of former Billings Gazette reporter Becky Shea as the group's spokesperson. But APF says the Hardin community has nothing to fear and that the group has been scouting the area for nearly a year.
APF has been here for 10 months. But it has never been stealth.
Captain Michael Hilton and Shea weren't clear why APF vehicles showed up Wednesday night sporting Hardin Police Department logos, which prompted much concern in the community.
Are you a police department?
No.
Why not put an APF logo on it? we're getting there.
The decals were removed on Friday morning. The group says its intentions are only to help the community, and its main focus is to bring prisoners and jobs to Hardin.
We've got a beautiful, beautiful facility here, but we've also got a 114,000 square foot building that has been absolutely inactive for 2 years.
APF officials say they're working with several agencies on a new prisoner contract, but wouldn't discuss the details. The group's business plan includes construction of a 30,000 square foot police training facility, as well as a dormitory to house the trainees. Both buildings will go up in a field directly behind the detention center.
We have a lot of work to do.
APF says that work includes bringing in more of its crew from California to assess the facility in the coming weeks, as well as preparing for a 2-day job fair scheduled for the 3rd week of October. Reporting in Hardin, Nick Law, Color 8 News.
APF officials